This is video 67 of 101. This video is about personal care. This video is going to be a little rundown of the things that I use for personal care. It's not going to be going into anything like adornment, like makeup or jewelry or anything like that, because obviously that's a definitely personal choice, but just some absolute basic things you need to take care of your outside body. This is what I use. I like to stay as absolutely natural as possible, and if I have to go with a brand, it's an absolutely trusted brand, something like Lush or Live Clean. So these are the things that I use for my skin, hair, nails, pretty much everything on my body. Just as a standard, everything here is just a basic. If you need to have something a little bit more dry, a little bit more oily, depending on your skin type, definitely go in that route. But everything here you can pretty much use no matter what kind of skin type you have. It's just the most basic stuff, and then build on that as you go. I think the most important thing is definitely oral care, because bad oral care can definitely lead to actual health problems later on in your life. So what I like to do, very basic, I actually make my own toothpaste. I just get a small dish like this. I do 2 parts coconut oil, 1 part baking soda. It's very salty. If you want to add a bit of peppermint oil to make a little bit more taste, definitely possible. Just mix it up, put it in your fridge for a little bit to set, and you're good to go. What I literally do is I just take my toothbrush and I just kind of rub it in it in the morning, and then I go and I brush it. I have a tongue scraper as well because I really like to get my mouth really clean, and I'm also, getting over candida still, so I get that like white thrush on my tongue. So yeah, that's really good. You can go for a more intense toothbrush than this for sure. It's just one that I found while I was traveling, and it's been working so far. For washing my hair, I'm really basic. I used to do the full shampoo conditioner kind of thing, but I found that the conditioner actually was weighing down my hair a lot. And my hair was never really super dry, super oily, anything like that. So for washing my hair, what I love to do is actually get the solid shampoo bars from Lush. This is the solid shampoo bar in one of their tins here. It is absolutely incredible. This is a really great one for dandruff control. And so you literally just like run it under the water and then just rub it into your hair, and it just kind of sets up, and you just leave it in for a little bit. It's really nice. It has a nice oaky smell. They've got some incredible line of these solid shampoo bars at Lush. So I highly recommend them. There's also solid conditioner. If I was going to use conditioner though, I really like this keratin oil one from Live Clean. Live Clean, another really incredible brand. It's all plant-based and everything, so really great stuff here. That's pretty much all I do for my hair in terms of washing it. Conditioner I will maybe use like once every few months or so. Like, it's very rare that I use the conditioner. In terms of overall body care, I don't do a whole lot of soap, but I really love these from Lush. These are moisturizing and exfoliating bars that you use in the shower. So when you rub it, it's exfoliating, but it's also like moisturizing with cocoa and shea butter. So you kind of just do it over your skin, and that's pretty much all you need to do. So I really love these. Sometimes I use them on my face. Sometimes I will get a more specific face exfoliator just because I tend to have a little bit of drier skin. My skin is very, it regenerates very quickly, so I like to exfoliate a lot. This is great. It's a little rough for the face, so sometimes I like to have the specific face exfoliators. I would recommend to do exfoliating with a specific face exfoliator rather than something like a body thing like this. If you have more delicate skin or more sensitive, it's definitely going to make a difference for you there. In terms of the amount of time to exfoliate, it really depends on your skin type. Like I said, mine regenerates really quickly. I can find I could exfoliate a little bit every single day and my skin is still going to be regenerating these dry skin cells. For some people that might be a little bit too aggressive for their skin, so it's just about finding out what works for you. Like, try it once and see how long it takes for your skin to get kind of scaly again, and then just keep that up. I find if you ever want to rejuvenate your skin and just make it look really fresh and clean, go in the shower and use something like this, maybe a little bit softer, but when you walk out, it's just this incredible softness that comes out of it. So really great stuff here. They've got a bunch of different versions at Lush. And to be honest, it's pretty much all my basic stuff. Hold on, I forgot one thing. This is coconut oil. I pretty much use it for everything else. I use it as lip balm, I use it as moisturizer. I have acne scars that I've been actually healing by using coconut oil because it's very heavy in saturated fat. Saturated fat's not something we need to be scared of, just we need to know how to use it properly in terms of our diet, but also on your skin, because saturated fat is literally just like helping to rebuild your tissues and your skin. So it has helped to fill in my acne scars actually a lot. I also use it on my eyes all the time to keep them very moisturized. I tend not to keep it into my hair because it can get it very oily very quickly. Maybe sometimes on the ends if it's being a little frizzy. I really like to put it on my tattoos because it helps to just keep everything soft, as well as just like all over my body. And in general, coconut oil is amazing. Some people may find it's a little bit too oily for their skin. There are some like lighter oils that you could use, but honestly, like, this is the most versatile stuff. And not only can you use it on your body, but you can use it in cooking and in baking and like pretty much everything else. Like, I use it in my toothpaste, on my lips, on my eyes, on my skin, a little bit on my hair, definitely on my nails and my hands. I use it to remove eye makeup, which is really awesome. I mean, I think that's all my uses that I have for it. But honestly, like, there are articles that are like 101 uses for coconut oil. This stuff is magical. Make sure you're always trying to get the like organic cold pressed coconut oil. It's always just better to spend like a couple extra bucks. Something like this is gonna run you maybe like $15, but honestly it'll last you a good few months, and I use it a lot and it lasts me like a good 3 or 4 months or so, because you only need a tiny bit. Like, it's very, very rich, so you only need a tiny bit whenever you use it. So that's the basic stuff that I use on an everyday basis. I don't wash my hair every day, I don't shower every day either. I find that I don't really need to. I'm not really like a dirty outdoor active person at the moment. I definitely would be if I was doing this kind of activities, and if you are, I recommend to keep clean, but again, totally your preference. In terms of tools, I like to have a wide paddled hairbrush. I use it like maybe once a week or so. I have this really awesome body brush that I like to use to help with circulation. It's just really nice to kind of give yourself a little massage. You could put a little bit of coconut oil on the end of that and have a little relaxation time. I use a nail clipper religiously because my nails grow so quickly. They're kind of dirty right now, but honestly I need to use this thing like every 2 weeks. My nails are insane. Like, this is like 2-3 weeks of growth, not even. Insane! If I'm feeling a tiny little bit smelly, I have some really awesome dry deodorant powder from Lush. This is just the Governor. It's a really like basic kind of neutral smelling one. I don't recommend any kind of other kind of deodorants. There are things like aluminum and other kind of chemicals that seep right into your skin. And just as a note of that, there are a lot of really disgusting toxic chemicals in beauty products today, and I highly recommend that you go for the most absolute natural pure things, or only go from trusted brands. If you'll notice in this arsenal, there's only 2 brands of products, and that's Lush and Live Clean. Everything else is just a pure substance. And then lastly, I really love these Live Clean hand washes, just because, you know, you gotta have your stuff everywhere, you know, you gotta think about everything. So this is a really good one. They've got lots of different varieties. They're about $7 or so, and you can definitely, this has lasted me a very long time. Then there's just a couple things that I'd like to have as maybe more of a kind of like a remedy. If I have a cut or a pimple or something and I'm looking to heal it really quickly, I love to use pure vitamin E oil. You'll just put a little drop of it, like let's say you have a scar or a cut or something, putting vitamin E oil just like speeds up the process so quickly. One time I like had a pimple and I popped it, which is not recommended, but anyways, I put a bit of vitamin E oil onto it, and then I put a little spot band-aid on. In the morning there was nothing there. It was magical. I don't even know how that happened. Vitamin E oil is amazing if you have like a cut. Yeah, I recommend putting the vitamin E oil on top of it and then like putting on a band-aid and then going to sleep with it. For pimples, it's like incredible. For whiteheads, I recommend tea tree oil. This stuff is awesome if you want to put it on a little Q-tip. I recommend being very sparing with it because it's very potent. You might even want to dilute it with a little bit of water, but essentially you just will like dab it on the top of the head of the pimple, and it helps to dry it out and get rid of it faster. Castor oil is really great for actually digestion. If you rub it into your digestive system, like on your stomach or even on your lymphatic system over here, it helps to just drain your body and keep the circulation going. So castor oil is really great. One thing as a treatment for really soft hands and feet, I absolutely love almond oil. This stuff is such a sweet smelling oil, and so what I'll do is I'll put it on my hands and feet, and then I have these like cotton gloves that I've gotten from the drugstore, and even like cotton foot pads too. So you put the oil on your hands and feet, and then you put these on, and then you sleep with them. You wake up and everything is baby soft. It is so nice to do. And then the last thing, and this is a little bit of an adornment, but just because sometimes it's fun to do, I love this vegan mascara that I have. It is so nice. It is so light. It just gives me a little bit of oomph so that when I go out, you know, my eyes just stand out a little bit more. It's a really nice thing to have. And if I want to take it off, I just use a bit of coconut oil. Sometimes I like to darken my brows with it too, and just to kind of make your face a little bit more structured. So if you're ever going out at night or something like that, this is what I recommend, or even just during the day. I'm super light. I used to wear tons of makeup, and now I've just totally forgone all of it. I hardly wear makeup at all ever, but if I'm going out, I'll just put on a little bit of mascara. And honestly, I think the most important thing for skincare, outer body care, is just to be hydrated and to feed your internal body the best things possible. That is how you're truly going to have this incredible skin. Like, I don't do anything to my skin, and it's very bright, and it's hydrated, and it looks great, and I'm so happy that it is this way, because I used to suffer from really terrible acne, and at that point I was doing so many treatments. I was on pills, I was washing it every day, toners, cleansers, moisturizers, like everything, all these clinical beauty product things, and I still had the terrible acne. And then finally when I actually switched my diet, and there was Accutane that helped me out too, but I have been able to really sustain and heal my skin so incredibly from the terrible acne scars that were left from it because of my diet. So I was doing all those cleaning things, but I had a shit diet, my skin was shit, but now I do nothing and it's just a great diet and my skin is awesome. So your diet, being hydrated is incredible. Being hydrated honestly is like the most important thing to good skincare, because when you're not hydrated, your skin tends to sink a little bit. Your eyes sink a little bit more, your skin sinks into its wrinkles, into its blackheads, into its dirt, into its scars, anything like that. It just sinks into it. It just makes things a little bit more obvious. And so that's when people are kind of like, oh, like I look really like blah, tired, whatever. Yeah, just hydrate yourself. Trust me, I know this firsthand because I look at myself in the mirror after being out all day and I'm like, my skin is like, bleh. Hydrate yourself. Just drink like a bottle of water and you'll be good to go. But keep that up. I drink 2 liters of water a day. When I was modeling, I was drinking 3 liters of water a day. So it's definitely key. Your skin loves to drink water. Those are all my personal care things. I will make one note about body hair, and yeah, I'm sure you guys have noticed that I have armpit hair. I don't really like to shave things because shaving irritates my skin, waxing hurts too much and it's too expensive. What I have looked into though is actually laser hair removal, and I'm currently getting that done on my lower calves. Or just my calves. My opinion about body hair is that I don't want to remove it. I don't think it's necessary for humans obviously to have body hair, you know, like on your body right now, because before it was used for warmth and protection when we were, you know, kind of wild beings. But now that it's totally irrelevant, I think that it's just, it's annoying. It's not meant to be, like, I don't want it to be there, but I don't want to remove it because that just takes a lot of time, it's expensive, whatever. So I basically just want to get rid of my body hair in as many ways as possible. So I'm starting out with my legs, seeing how that goes. I've only done 1 treatment so far and I'm already starting to see an improvement in like the hair is much more sparse. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to be in the end. Currently I do not shave anything else and I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I'll trim my armpits if they get like weird and they start to poke out or whatever, and people make comments and it's like, why do I care? Like, I'm gonna make myself have to do this really annoying thing that just sucks and it's expensive and it's like painful and irritates my skin just so you're not gonna say shit about it? Like, nah, sorry. I'll rather just do absolutely nothing and continue to do absolutely nothing when I hear comments like that. So I hope this was informational for you guys. Let me know what kind of stuff you use down below. I'm going to put lots of links to some really great brands that I love. Also just some really great natural remedies that are amazing for any kind of skin ailments or anything like that you're experiencing. And just remember that the most beautiful thing you can do is just be yourself and be happy. So focus on that and trust me, no matter what you look like, you will be beautiful.